If you had a message for Kamala Harris today, what would it be?
Stop pretending to be black. We know you're Indian. We know you're Irish.
Indian. We know you're Irish.
Go watch the Candace Owens expose on
I've been seeing her
Love
stuff.
Candace
And it's
Owens.
okay. You can be Indian, you can be Irish, you can be whatever you want,
Yeah.
but don't be a phony and don't fake for votes, you know?
She's doing blackface.
And you all helped us win in 2020, and we're going to do it again in 2024.
I would tell her, accept Jesus, follow Jesus. He's the Lord and Savior and the only way to heaven.
Just imagine, my fellow Americans, Kamala Harris, the commander-in-chief of the strongest army in the world. Just imagine that. It'd be a catastrophe. The Russians, the Chinese, the Iranians, it'd be a catastrophe. It would be fucking horrible.
Do our enemies respect her?
No, Trump has a set of balls. I hate to say it, I'm not sexist.
If Kamala Harris was standing right here and you could tell her one thing, what would it be?
Get saved.
Yes.
Come to Jesus.
Yes.
Because that's how I changed. Listen, I was a girl on the street and I hung out everywhere and I did everything with everybody, but Jesus changed my heart, He changed my life, and now I can see with these eyes. I actually see clearer now because I have the truth of God living in my heart. So now I can see what's going on. So Kamala, sister, get born again, come to Christ. He will open your eyes, and I'm telling you, you will never be the same again. That would be my message to you, my love.
What would you tell Kamala if she was standing right here?
That she's a piece of garbage, and she's a liar, and she's a communist, and she's destroying this country, and she didn't stop the filthy migrants from coming across the border, and now we're stuck with them, supporting their lousy, sick asses. Now we have to pay for their hotel rooms, their food, their telephones, their health care, their education. Who's paying for my health care?
You could tell her one message, what would it be?
Let's go, Brandon. Thanks a lot, Sleepy Joe. Let's go, Brandon. Damn, that BP really blows. Let's go.
If you could tell Kamala Harris one thing, what would you say to her face if she was here?
Good luck.
Good luck?
Yeah, good luck.
A lot of people are saying that.
Yeah, just
kinda
like both sides, good luck. And
fair play.
hope a safe election and everyone's just safe. Yeah. Hopefully everyone's safe.
I would just say, you're a commie pinko. We don't like Marxists. Go away. Go back to California and continue ruining your state. Leave ours alone.
She hasn't done nothing in her vice presidency.
Yeah.
Then she kind of jumps and piggybacks on Trump's ideas.
I know, she stole the no taxes on tips.
Yes, so I'm fond of her as a woman, of course, and kudos to her. But she don't have no wins in Trump Casa. Trump going back to the White House.
Honestly, what would I say? You know what's crazy? The Kamala Harris administration reached out to me and tried to convince me to betray Donald Trump. And I wasn't having it. I really wasn't. I was like, I'm a Donald Trump supporter. They wanted me to come out, and I was like, no. I'm a Donald Trump supporter. And they tried to convince me not to support Donald Trump, and I'm like, no. Because she was under the Biden administration. Thank you, ma'am. She was under the Biden administration, and the economy went so bad. Yeah. All the money was going to the migrants. It's just so sad, you know. Millions of dollars. Everything went up. Groceries is expensive. People are suffering. Businesses closed. Donald Trump knew what he was doing when he was giving out them PPP loans and SBA loans and what's stimulus checks and shit. When Donald Trump was giving those shits out, he knew what he was doing. So he just needs to pretty much just finish what he started. He's a businessman before anything. I feel like he's a leader, and I just feel like he's gonna make America good again.
Do you think he could win New York?
He's definitely taking New York.
You think so?
He's taking New York.
New York is pretty liberal usually.
Donald Trump is gonna win.
They weaponize our struggle, you know, because being minorities, they'll weaponize our struggle and stuff that we go through.
Absolutely.
For votes.
I mean, the reason why I'm voting for Trump, my dad is Mexican, my mom is Colombian. I come from immigrants, but just seeing the influx of immigration, specifically illegal immigration that I've seen. We're from Jersey. I go into Patterson all the time, and just seeing the fact that a lot of Americans can't afford health care
and illegal immigrants that I've seen personally, because again, I'm very much in my Hispanic community, and being able to see that they're saying, es que a mí me dieron papeles, a mí ya me dieron my green card, all of that, and it's just like how many people are actually in the system who are doing it the right way, who have been paying, my parents have been paying thousands and thousands of dollars on immigration lawyers, trying to get their green card, trying to get their residency.
My stepdad came from Peru. It took him 15 years to
my
actually get
parents
his
have been
documents
paying
and stuff.
to, and like legal fees, my parents pay taxes, my parents do everything right in the lawful order. And how is it that my parents how is it that my parents are struggling to be able to get even their green card in comparison to all these illegal immigrants that Kamala has allowed, millions and millions and millions of illegal immigrants, not only from south of the border from Mexico down to all the way to the tip of Argentina, but the people who are coming across from Europe and Russia, Kazakhstan, Iran, so many people who are coming over and they're taking our money.
Here who are telling us like what Trump is doing is great.
I'm getting 2.5 increase on my Social Security, 2.5. With the rate of inflation in this country. You know what I can get? Another loaf of bread a month. Kamala Harris. Biden. I am done with the Democratic Party. They're communists. And leave the kids alone. Stop gender affirming care for kids. Stop Drag Queen Story Hour, where they're being indoctrinated and sexualized and abused and eventually mutilated in operating rooms across this country.
I mean, you even look at the housing crisis that we have. So many people can't afford their homes. Taxes are high. People can't even find places to rent. How is my generation, the people in their 20s who are getting out of college, who are trying to start their own lives, try to be more independent when prices for in Jersey to be able to have a one bedroom apartment is like on average more than $1,800, $2,000 depending on the area where you want to live. And if you live in Patterson, absolutely. Like if you live in Patterson, you know Patterson is in, I would say, like in comparison to what the Bronx has become. And I wouldn't want to live in Patterson.
It's a rough area.
It's a rough area. But it's
20 minutes from the Newark area. So.
Yeah. But if you go back a couple decades, it was mostly Italian. Like if you go on 21st Ave, it's now called the Colombian Corridor because a lot of it's Colombian. I love going there. Love the empanadas, the arepas, Banana King. You should really go and get some arepas from Banana King. But now you actually see, and there's garbage on the floor. There's a lot of alcoholics, drug addicts all over the streets.
Literally
and
drug addicts passing out, doing drugs right on main streets for people to see. It's crazy.
It's crazy. And
you got children. Like, how are you gonna raise children in that environment? You know?
Absolutely. Like I'm Catholic. I love that. And I have really core principles, and the environment that is around me and the people around me, I don't want that. When I find my husband, I want to be able to have a house with him, have a beautiful marriage with him, and raise kids in a place where I feel confident that my kids aren't going to be indoctrinated with the alphabet mafia, with all this transgender ideology, none of this
Marxism that they program into teachers. I was programmed as a kid. Yeah.
And Trump is the one who's holding the torch and telling us we can fix it.